Welcome everybody to another episode of Taco Tuesday, and I have been remiss in generating these Taco Tuesday videos, and for the most part there's been a lot of castings out there that I've been thinking about opening, but it's kind of given away, and it's kind of hard to find ones that are truly kind of interesting, but I found one, and today is a Taco Tuesday Mania. It's a ChampionDJK Taco Tuesday Overload. Yes, ChampionDJK. I'm going to put a link to his video. He does some great casting reviews. He's one of my subscribers, but he does awesome customs too with LEDs, headlights, and as an adult collector, we all love the realism. I just want to touch base on this particular model. This came out in one of the Boulevard Classic series, and it is called the Goodyear Submarine. I don't know. Fantastic castings. I love the way there's something about these wheels on this car, and they roll so freely, and I'm going to show you why in a second. So, as adult collectors, we collect these cars because we had them when we were kids. We loved them. There's an intrinsic value, there's a financial value to them, but these are ultimately toys meant to be opened and displayed as such. So kudos to Pooch, kudos to people like Dunlap that are willing to open these cars and play with them and tear them up. And I don't mean to shortchange any of my other customizing friends or my subscribers, especially the active ones like Will Witters and Kevin Creedon, among others, but they're no fun in the blister, so crack them. So we start to open up this. If you get your hands on, if you want to keep it in the blister, that's fine. It was the Boulevard Cruisers. I haven't seen this in any other variant, but one, it's a handsome car. Two, it is a fantastic car, especially with these wide, big wheel tires. And there's a reason why this is a ChampionDJK Taco Tuesday Overload. And I'm going to get to that in just a second. So let's take it apart. It's very simple. I suck at drilling these out, and Pooch is probably going to spit on me for screwing it up. But you take it apart, and here's what makes it so cool. Basic, simple casting. If you wanted to add an engine or something to that. And this is a suggestion for Scott Dunlap, who does crazy castings, especially with this bad boy here. I thought about doing a custom in which I take the front end of this with that engine exposed, extend this out to there, basically keep the car, but that front end, and maybe get rid of the propeller and put some type of grill on the front. Be a nice little extension. But enough about that. This bad boy here, this center casting is awesome. But here's why it rolls so freely. There's nothing. There's no clamps on the tires. They come off ever so easily. And these are great. Take off these tires. You can spray paint these silver and have your traditional Mooneye, Lakester wheels. But this is a die-cast casting. There's a lot of detail. He's got the stick shift, the steering wheel with the tractor wheel, which in terms of lake racers and in terms of old style hot rodding, the tractor steering wheel was a popular fixture, and it's basically a 4-spoke tractor. But this is fantastic. And if you put this back together, you can actually maybe convert this into your own custom open wheel roadster, like an old Indy car or Ferrari. There's just something about that that's pretty awesome. So now we get into why it's called the ChampionDJK. He did a die-cast casting review of the High Roller, this car here, and he gave it a 1. Well, certainly on the outside it's pretty boring. But I champion Hot Wheels. First of all, I think this car would do great in the tracks. So, and this is the short card version. So, if anybody wants this on the short card, save it, because I've already cracked one. I was going to pretend. So basically, once you start to take the car apart, it's very, very cool because here they have a very detailed engine, right? And this is why it's kind of neat. You clip out that back, and it now becomes the great Trucksby. And here's why. I got rid of the tail end, right? Carved out the front grille, sloped headlights, and I plan on painting this, getting rid of the chrome first of all, doing a more fine sanding on the opening there. But very simple, put together, slick casting. And I have a love of tow trucks. You guys have seen my 56 Ford tow truck. You've seen some of my flatbeds. You know, some of these I still need to finish, but tow trucks and transports. So I thought this would be a great little, great Trucksby is what I plan on calling it. So, but have the engine exposed. I'm going to try to find some nice exposed headers, little side pipes on the side. But this is what makes it great. Take off the wheels, and they don't come off that easily. I did some pre-work on this. I'm a fan of minimizing like glue, so I like to use pressure mounts on things. And you start to put this together like this. You put this on there like that. Paint this sucker the right way, and this is one slick Rick trick. Now I don't have these completely tightened in, but it rolls. Wheel clearance is perfect. Like I said, I clipped that out because I'm going to put a custom bed and a little tow truck, and see if I can't turn this custom around in a relatively quick time. But you just slice the angle on the windshield. It's really, you don't even have to get rid of the chrome if you cut it right. I'm kind of a hack when I cut up cars, but I think that looks pretty slick. Nice open body. So shame on ChampionDJK for giving that car a 1 star. At the very best, it should be a 1.5, maybe a 2 star. So I'm going to do a follow-up video later this week about you guys that are hunting for cars. Hit Publix if you've got a Publix. Hit the grocery store. I know Kroger has stores where they put out the boxes and everybody goes through them. But some of these merchandising folks that put out the random toys, you know, next to the magazines, there's a little Hot Wheels section. I'm going to do a video dedicated to the cool finds that I have found at my Publix in Marietta, simply on the peg. And I think it's the way they do their merchandising. I'll go into that in details. But also, one last thing is a little bit of a rant. If you guys get random act of kindness packages from your subscribers or friends or other collectors, put a link to that person's YouTube page, because there's a couple things. Random acts of kindness, there's two purposes behind them. One, collectors want to help other collectors. The other aspect is these people that have the YouTube channels, they probably want to get something out of it. But like me, I want to find these people that do random acts of kindness, because that's what I do. I do customs for people. I don't charge anything. Scott Dunlap doesn't charge anything. You know, at best we'll do some trades or something, but I haven't done anything like this. I want to reach out to those people and champion those. No relation to ChampionDJK. So I'm going to put a link to the people that I referenced in this video. Check out their videos. Check out their customs. Especially the ones that I link. And if you guys get these boxes from other people, put a link to them. So I just want to throw it out there. Tear this car apart. It's very easy, plastic body. Super things you can do with it. It's very forgiving because it's plastic. Have fun and happy cracking. Sorry for the long video.